What is up, everybody? The Ryouseiken here, coming to you with some more 80 Days. Now, last time we left off, we were at Muscat. Or I think we were heading towards Muscat. No, we're in Manama heading towards Muscat. So we're about 24 days in to our journey around the world, and we're still in Asia. So I'm really worried. I'm really worried about our progress. And the reason I'm paused right now while saying this and doing my introduction is because time actually progresses unless there's actually like some dialogue going on, in which case the time stops. So I didn't want to have the time like ticking away while I just rambled on, so that's why you're staring at this delightful little pause screen. I am definitely going to be sending feedback, and I'm going to be saying, this game's awesome! It's not really feedback, it's a compliment. And the fact is, I actually heard that the company, as of like, I believe a month or two ago, are actually developing another game. They haven't really revealed much about it from what I understand, but I am totally on board with this company, you know, if this is the quality that they're going to put forward. Because this is very engaging. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Despite the fact that I mispronounce every single country and name that probably comes up. Alright, so we want to head to Muscat. Now we're staying a day because I want Monsieur Fogg to rest a bit. He's too exhausted. I mean, there's no way I want him to overexhaust himself. I'm wondering if some of these things are actually worth keeping. If I wanted to get the cloak, I would have to clear out like an entire top or bottom half. I don't see it happening. Well, we're good with money, so we'll pass the night here and attend to Monsieur Fogg. Strengthens my relationship with him, but more importantly, as I've discovered after you stay at a hotel, you basically get these options, and one of the options is attending to your master, and attending to him actually increases his health, which is exactly what I wanted to do because I'm sure the trip is only going to become more harrowing, so I definitely needed him to take a moment of like relaxation. We got about 20 hearts back, so... And I got a new chair for Christmas, and I keep getting paranoid that the screws are coming loose like the last chair, so I keep checking it. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, it would take 18 hearts. Baking sunshine, uncomfortable conditions, and mild sea. The pair of galoshes that I got will make my master more comfortable. Oh, it's actually negating 7 of those 18 hearts, so it's actually only going to be 11 hearts because I have the galoshes. So it's really good that I bought those. Alright, awesome. It's also about what you purchase, and I don't feel like I'm playing the market game as good as I think I am, even though I got to Antalya, which was a huge thing for me. I feel like I could be doing better. We hired the services of a local fisherman to take us down the coast, using rudimentary sign language to explain our purpose. The arrangement was made in the early morning, or evening, excuse me, and he seemed most surprised when I returned a short while later with Monsieur Fogg in tow. I think he had expected the arrangement to be with me alone. A not entirely unexpected state of affairs, seeing as how our course would take us to Muscat, a widely known den of iniquity, sin, and otherwise thoroughly criminal behavior. Oh, fuck. Still, The fisherman caused no fuss and simply lowered his sail, swung out his boom, and turned out the spring of the outward paddle. Nobody told me about this. Nobody told me how bad this is going to be. Okay, so I'd like to go to Bombay. Oh. There's a tale of half an hour. I don't have half an hour. What about Dubai? A pearl trading card. Alright. What can you tell me about Dubai? Nothing, apparently. Wonderful. Oh wait, why am I even asking about Dubai? I'm already passing by it. So looking at the map right now. Yeah, it feels like we're not really far in, even though we're about a bit more than a quarter into the adventure. By the way, I just realized I forgot to turn down the audio just a little bit. I listened to the video footage back, and I feel like it's a little bit high. But yeah, it doesn't feel like we're getting very far, so I need to really put the pedal to the metal. So let's see. Strategically, I decided to go to Muscat instead of going directly to Bombay, because the trip to Bombay would have probably been really taxing for my master. Muscat, where we're arriving, is right there. I know they said something, like... Which place did they say would sell, like, the passports would sell good? I think in Bombay, right? I'm hoping so. The boat made slow progress towards the narrow Persian Gulf. We went below, where the rough currents rocked us savagely, and the boards stank of fish, and we both felt much worse of it. So I can travel back to Dubai, which I don't really want to do. Yeah, Bombay. I have a false passport, so I can sell my passport there and make some good money. Plus, I need to get to Bombay anyway to get to the next big part of my journey. Oh man, I really don't see how we're going to make it across the world. I'm kind of winging it as I go, but Bombay is our next location, our next locale to go to, and then it looks like we can go to Calcutta, which is putting us like very near the heart of Asia, and I would assume that would be around day 30 or so that we get there. And then going off of that information, day 30, I think we could do it. I think what I want, at least, is to make it to the United States or South America by day 40. At least the halfway point, or a little bit more than a halfway point. Because then at least, okay, Paris is right there. Or no, London is right there. If I get to here around day 40, day 50 I would say, I think I'll be in good shape to achieve the bet of getting around the world in 80 days, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll play it by ear. This game is so strategic. Ooh. As we rounded the coast, our all but mute fisherman raised an arm to point to a sail moving along the edge of the coast. A pirate? It was impossible to be sure, but whatever it was had got the man afraid, and he dropped his sails, determined to wait it out. Hours passed, but the sail did nothing but tack backwards and forward as though patrolling the area. Finally, the waiting got too much for Fogg. We must signal that boat to move along, or else we must convince our friend to keep on sailing. Well, I don't want to get the attention of whoever it is. The fisherman's scared for a reason, so let me talk to him. He shook his head firmly when I indicated with running arms that we should get going. Well, last time I tried to bribe somebody, it didn't work. Let me try. I put him out of his anxiety. I could kill him? Are you serious? What would happen if I go to Dubai? We don't have any, like, firm way to get to where we want to get to, do we? I mean, maybe it'll connect. Maybe I can go west and then east or something? Because we're making a delay as it is, but we really need to get to Bombay. I'm trying to go for a non-killy sort of thing, I guess. He was not pleased, but eventually as the afternoon wore on, he agreed. Our fishermen put us ashore and we flagged down a rickety cart to make the trip into town. Yeah, we just lost a ton of time. It's frustrating. Dubai is a small and unimportant place that has been feuded over by local tribes for many years. My main experience here was an encounter with a camel who lured me over with a toothy smile and then spat in my face. That, friends, is all I have to say for Dubai. Well, let's explore. We don't have any routes, so now we do. We have time. Ugh! Feels like we're taking so many detours. Ah, trousers. Linen trousers. Alright, sell these. Get these. Still want to hold on to that for Bombay. I'll buy this, and I'll buy this. Ah, there we go. We can make that trip. I don't think staying in Dubai is going to get us anywhere, so. I'm just improvising at this rate. I wanted to get to Muscat, but the guy would not move, and I wasn't going to kill him. Unless it was like put him out of his anxiety by knocking him out. But then I thought back to the machete in my briefcase, and I was like, A small fleet of ferry boats sailed by crews of coffee-colored youths crossed the Persian Gulf several times a day. They raced, threatening to ram one another, skirting left and right at the last minute, and generally put on a wonderful show of dizzying, effortless skill. Fog weathered the performance of our gondoliers with his usual grace, so I think he found the unfettered sunshine somewhat oppressive. The open water was a long cry from the dusty corners of the Reform Club. Yeah, his health is not, like, awesome. Alright, let's take the moment to explore while we still can. It doesn't get to Bombay. Alright, let's see. The only trip I can make, I can go to Tehran, but that really gets me nowhere. I'm essentially going backwards at that point. We're going to continue going this way. So, the Beta Brothers departs for Karachi tomorrow. And only one suitcase? One suitcase. That's all I get to take on the Beta Brothers. And it's 24 hearts. What about this? Well, there's a profit I can make. If I get to Benares from Tehran, but I think Tehran is the only one I can really efficiently do. I don't know.